Have you ever bailed while on a date with someone? I have. I've done it more than once, and I will do it again. Today we are back with another video. You feel me? We're back with another video. And today, as you guys can see, I got my gear on. You feel me? Chef Icy in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's my first time doing a cooking video, so I'm a little bit excited and a little bit nervous because I've been prolonging this video. I really do hope you guys enjoy this video, and we just gonna get straight into it. Today we will be making an enchilada pie. That's probably not the real name of it. That's the name my mama told me it was. Something that I learned how to make when I was younger, and it always tastes really good to me. We got our ground turkey because ground beef is too greasy for me and it makes me break out really bad. So we got our ground turkey, y'all. We got our Guerrero tortilla shells. We got our Old El Paso mild enchilada sauce. We got one big one, one little one, you know what I'm saying? Gotta be on the safe side. We got our olives. Oh my gosh, I love black olives. If you know me, you know that oh my gosh, I love black olives. Okay, we don't talk about it. Then we have our traditional refried beans here, you feel me? Then we got our taco style blended cheese right up in here. We actually got 2 bags, you feel me? And then I got an extra bag over there. We might not use all that. That's Kobe Jack. That's just extra. I don't know. We might not use all that today, but I like to be on the safe side. And then we got some vegetable going all up and through. Some original taco season, the great value version, because you know your girl be balling on a budget. And yes, I already opened it. Then we got our Tony, whatever his last name is, Creole seasoning for me. Hold on, focus. Can we focus? Thank you. All right, so yes, we got our Tony Creole seasoning. We got our onion powder, great value, because you know, like I said, about on the budget. Garlic powder, you feel me? We got the black pepper, and these are our go-tos. I don't like sour cream here. I don't usually even get light sour cream. I get regular sour cream, but that's all these has, so that's all I had to get. Anyway, all right, y'all, so first things first, we're gonna get up in these, wash these hands real quick, because you know what I'm saying? Well, actually, first and foremost, we're going to preheat the stove, and my stove top doesn't have any buttons, you know what I'm saying? Well, it don't have any knobs, so all I gotta do is press the little button, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm fancy. Okay, anyways, so we're gonna do the first one, which is gonna be right here with the ground turkey. We're gonna put that on because I'm trying to hurry up. What time? Damn, it's already 10:45. Y'all be cooking so late. Anyways, so we're gonna put this on. We're gonna put this on 5, because this right here gets hot real fast. And then we're gonna put. I don't like putting things on my aisle back to back, because I feel like I'm hovering over my food. So I like to do a diagonal. If I'm only doing like 2 things, if I'm doing 3 things, I'll just have to suck it up and do that. But since we're doing 2 things on the stove, we're gonna put the beans over here, and we're gonna put the beans on 3 because they're beans and they're not gonna take that long to cook. So we don't need to put it so high, and we don't want it all like juicy. We want it a little thick. So first things first, we're gonna wash these hands. So yeah, we're gonna wash these hands, y'all, and that's what we're gonna do, because you gotta stay clean, gotta stay sanitary. Okay. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually drain this ground turkey, because if you know anything about ground turkey or ground beef, whenever you first drain it, it does still have, you know what I'm saying, the leftover stuff up in it. That's, you know what I'm saying, still nobody want that. So yeah, we gotta drain it, we gotta pour it out. I don't even want to show y'all this part because I don't really like this part. Anyways, it's official. We got the, you know what I'm saying, it's all nice and hot, you feel me? And we finna go ahead and put the ground turkey in there. That's what we want. In and out situation. In and out situation. I'm gonna turn that down the boat. Alright. Now we got that in there, throw this in the trash. I'm gonna wash my hands again, pretty hot. We're just going to break up the ground turkey. So I can open up the traditional refried beans so we can get it started. I mean, I don't like to be waiting on anything when it comes to me cooking, so I try to cook everything around the same time. Well, I try to cook everything to where it'll be done around the same time, so I won't have to be sitting here waiting for, oh, I gotta wait for this, I gotta wait for that, I gotta wait for this, and then it's cold, and then, What do you think about long distance relationships? Okay, so my take on long distance relationships is, wait, before I ask that question, so it's always a little bit of juice left in the refried beans, so you want to make sure that when you're opening up with a can opener, don't open it all the way, just open it just enough to where you can like pour it out and it's not just gonna all fall out in the sink, because it's a little juice in there. You just want to pour it straight down the drain. And then we are going to use our spoon to take out the refried beans. Feel me? And we're just gonna do it like that. So refried beans is not really much. Honestly, you're really just warming them up and seasoning them. Also, you're gonna put a little bit of water in the pan just to loosen up the refried beans a little bit. You don't want to put too much water. Just enough for it to smooth them out a little bit so they can cook with some sort of moisture in there and not dry. But yeah, it's up to you. If you feel like you need some more water, put some more water in there. If you feel like it's too thick, I know I do what I want to do. Okay, that's one thing y'all learn about me when it comes to cooking. I be doing what I want to do. Like, I follow some recipes, but when I start doing my own thing, I'll be doing what I want to do, okay? So yeah, we just gonna put that on the owl. All right. So you already know what the seasonings is. It don't really matter the order because they all going to the same place. But I like to put mine in a certain order because I'm very picky. So yeah. But anyways, back to the question, y'all. And the question was, do I think about long distance relationships? It's a no-go for me. I would say it's a no-go for me because long distance relationships, it's like, I feel like if you were the other person that got enough money to be going back and forth to really see each other as much as possible with being in a long distance relationship, then there's no need for you to even try to be in a long distance relationship because you don't have the means to see each other all the time. So it's like, it's not even a long distance relationship anymore. Like, this is just a struggle ship. And don't nobody want to be on no struggle ship. You know what I'm saying? Like, the feelings is real. That's all nice and stuff like that. But like, we don't never really see each other. And all this over the phone is not enough for me. So it has to be, if a long distance relationship is going to work, y'all both have to like be at a point where you can compromise, you know what I'm saying, seeing each other and everything, to where it'll, you know, satisfy the both of you and not just like y'all see each other once a month. Cause I don't know about y'all, but once enough is not enough for me. Definitely not. Oh, and I ain't even introduced my baby. This is one of my babies. If you know me, you know I'm a wine drinker. You know what I'm saying? So, and my favorite is Barefoot. It's usually just Barefoot Pink Moscato, but my friend put me onto Barefoot Chardonnay. I do love Chardonnay in general, but Barefoot Chardonnay is definitely a different story. And you feel me? It says Barefoot Chardonnay, California, so you know what I'm saying? It's back from home, so I gotta try it. Yeah. And I like to drink my wine, and I like to cook while I drink my wine because my kitchen is just my happy place, y'all. And I love to feel very mellow when I'm cooking. I season or whatever, the first time, I just let it sit there before I start to like, you know, flip over the meat and everything, just so the seasoning can sink into the top of the meat. well, can it like soak into the top of the meat, I meant to say. And so then when I start to flip it over, you know, it's already, you know, getting down where it's supposed to go. I ain't got no fancy word for it, y'all. Y'all know what I mean. It's getting in the meat. Don't no chunks. We trying to get it brown with all those chunks. Ain't nobody bought no chunky turkey. We bought brown turkey. Okay, let's look at this next question as we sip our wine. Have you ever bailed while on a date with someone? Yes. Yes, I have. I've done it more than once, and I will do it again. For me, look, if it's not going well and I feel like you're doing too much, or I feel like you're not doing enough, my friends should come in handy. And my friends come in handy all the time when I be in the situations, you feel me, y'all? So I remember this one time, I was on a date with this dude. And I think it was 1 year of Valentine's Day. And I had my hair pinned up curl. He kept rushing me to come outside. And I'm trying to tell him, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take my hair down, whatever, you feel me? We finna go to this place or whatever. We finna go to Olive Garden. You feel me? Let me go ahead and get my hair together. So I come downstairs, I'm thinking it's something important. I'm thinking it's an emergency. We get in the car, my hair's still up in pins, makeup done, outfit on. This nigga locks the door and starts driving. I'm like, bro, I need to take my hair down. It don't matter, bro, we're going to Olive Garden. What do you mean, sir? I'm walking around with pins in my hair. So at that moment right there, I already knew what he was on because you don't even care how I look when I come out. So we already know it's about this thing. So we go to the place or whatever, we eat, whatever, chopping it up. We get in the car, he doing the most, you feel me? So I start texting my friend. I'm like, girl, call me right now. Make up something so you can hurry up and take me home. Child, I must have got on that phone. I'm, what? You said what? You want me to come back? For real? Bro, you know I'm out right now. Like, you know. I'm having a good time. And I turn around, you know, I really just gotta go back, you know what I'm saying? Like, my friend just really needs me. It's a midlife crisis. I've done that more than once because, no, like, it's time to go. Because I'm just like, this man got me out here with pins in my hair. Like, yeah, I'm still sexy and everything, but the point for me going out tonight on Valentine's Day was for me to make sure, you know what I'm saying, my hair is done. You know how it is for Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying? If you get dressed and stuff like that and you go on a date, you wanna, you know what I'm saying, look all good and stuff. And he just didn't care. So I'm just like, okay, since he don't care, I'm about to spend his money, I'm about to eat this food, and I'm about to go home. I don't know what he thought was about to happen that night, but it didn't happen. I ain't never talked to that man again. He had me messed up. Don't you ever think you about to, like, no. That's one thing I don't like. Anybody who know me for real, y'all know I will go somewhere late before I walk out the house with my hair or my makeup looking crazy. Really my hair, because if my makeup look good, but my hair look crazy, I'm not going. But like for me, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm what they call a natural beauty. You know, so if my hair looks good and I don't have time to do my makeup, I just put some lashes on, do my eyebrows real quick, my little lip liner, like you see what I got going on today. Or if I don't have no time to put no lashes on, I just do my eyebrows real quick, do my little lip liner, and I'll be ready to go, y'all. Like, it's cool, but my hair though, walking out there with my hair looking crazy, I will never talk to you again. You literally sat there purposely saw what I look like, and still sat there and drove off. Like, it was okay. All right, y'all, so you guys wanna make sure you season your meat again, because we don't wanna season it once. Like, we got the taco seasoning. The taco seasoning is really for when you taste your meat and it's just like, oh, it's missing something. And then the taco seasoning is the thing that is missing. For what I know with ground turkey, you don't want to season it to like over season it or to complete perfection, because excuse me, you don't want to over season it or season it to perfection when you have taco seasoning, because then once you put that seasoning in there, it's either when you put it in there, the taco seasoning in there, is either going to be, either way it's going to be too salt, it's going to be too much seasoning, because if you over season it and you put that, way too much seasoning. You season it to perfection and you put that, now it's salty. So it's just like, then you ain't gonna want to eat it and you gonna be mad. And who wanna do that? Who wanna do that? We got along, and then we are going to check on these beans. Let's see. And we just gonna stir them up. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. We just gonna stir them up, you feel me? Because, you know what I'm saying, earlier we put some water in it. So we wanna make sure it get all up and through. Keep it nice and smooth, because as we talked about earlier, we do not want it to be like juicy like it's juice, because we need some structure. We just use the same seasonings for the refried beans that we used in the ground turkey, but we're gonna put less because it's in a smaller pot, so we gotta put a smaller portion of the seasoning. We don't wanna make it too salty, you know what I'm saying? I don't like no salty food, because you gotta think about it. You gonna eat it. And even if you don't eat it, you bought it and then you wasted that money. Now with the refried beans, I don't let it sit there with the seasoning. I immediately stir it and then I put the top back on, so it can continue to, you know, maneuver around the rest of the beans as we take another sip of our wine. Who would you consider to be the one that got away? Who would I consider to be the one that got away? You looking at him. I'm the one that got away. Duh. I'm the one that got away. Ain't nobody that I can tell y'all right now that I feel like is the one that got away. All of them is trash. All of them was trash. So all of them was trash. I'm laughing, but I'm so serious. I'm the one that got away. So that's the answer to that question. This is where I do my taste test. Some people don't believe they need to do a taste test because they know, you know, how they do. But for me, I just be doing it because I'm greedy and I just want to eat food and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna just be real with y'all. It's never about, oh, let me make sure I did this right. No, it's because I'm greedy, I'm hungry. And part of it is because I want to make sure, I want to see how much more seasoning I might need, or if I just, or how much more, part of it is because I want to see how much seasoning I need to put of the taco seasoning in, because, you know, as I talked about earlier, you know, however much you season it right now depends on how much taco seasoning you're going to put in it after, because you got to put the taco seasoning in after everything is done. Well, the meat, of course. I go ahead and do this taste test. I'm gonna pop open these olives. Everybody's different, and my friends, they don't like olives whenever I make this dish, but I don't care. I just put less in there when I'm cooking for them. So, you know, but I still do my olives because I love black olives. I don't like green olives because they have like a nasty salty aftertaste. Green olives. Ooh, what, yeah, call me every day. Call me every day. Call me every day. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. So now we're gonna pop open these olives real quick while we let that sit there. And olives, they come with juice, you feel me? So we're gonna do it just how we did the beans. Open it just enough to pour out that juice. And yeah, I always put the olives in before I put the taco seasoning in because I want the olives to get a lot of that taco seasoning too, so it tastes like the meat and not just like mixed in with the meat. I don't know. I like to do stuff a certain way, and I be eating some of the olives that I got in the session. But I was okay. Oh, okay. Okay. First of all, y'all, I was supposed to do a taste test before I start putting this stuff in. It's the wine, y'all. It's okay, because the olives, they all went to the same place. Okay. Let's go ahead and run this taste test, y'all. Let's see. Ah! We need some more of our Tonys. Usually, I do my taste test before I put my olives in, y'all. But I did it after. So you know what? It's okay. Cause remember what I said, y'all? I do what I want to do. Okay. And we're not gonna do too much because once again, you know what I'm saying? We want the taco seasoning to just be the icing on the cake. So we mix it all up in there, all up and through, all up and through, all up and through, all up and through. Okay, for your taste test, it won't just be like on one side it tastes like this and on the other side it tastes like that. Like they taught us in school, people, what you do to one side, you must do to the other. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Alright, y'all, so now we're gonna turn down the aisle to 2. Since the meat's already done, the only thing we're doing right now is keeping it hot and mixing up the seasoning in there. And with the amount of seasoning that I just tasted, you don't need to put too much of the taco seasoning. I start with a little bit of the taco seasoning because it's pretty flavorful. So you always want to be careful with your taco seasoning. The next question was, have I ever thrown up in public? The answer is yes. So the answer is yes. Oh my gosh, how many times have I thrown up in public? This is embarrassing. How many times have I thrown up in public? Well, I can remember once, whenever I threw up, I think it was more so like at home, but I remember one time I definitely threw up. I was outside, but I wouldn't say it was in public. So I don't know if it would count that as in public. Let's go ahead and run this taste test, y'all, real quick before I tell y'all my story. Perfect. See, that's why you gotta be careful. You can't just be throwing the seasoning in there all willy-nilly. Okay? Yeah, I said willy-nilly. We're gonna drain this meat, of course, along with the olives because they all have been soaked up in this oil. So I got my red drainer over here. I'm about to drain it. Careful because you don't want your food to get in the sink. Honestly, I like to make sure that none of my food is in the sink because I'll be feeling some type of way. Like, I don't care that it was only a little piece of olive. I wanted that little piece of olive. Like, stop playing. I threw up outside before when I remember it was this concert. Me and my friends was going to the Superbad concert. If you know about New Orleans artists, you know who Superbad is. So Superbad was supposed to come to this one place or concert or whatever. Well, it's one club, and they said it started at 9 on the flyer. So me and my friends, we pre-gaming starting at like 6 o'clock. Whole time she ain't supposed to get there till like 11 or 12. When I tell you we was pre-gaming for like 5-6 hours straight outside the club, still pre-gaming. We was so lit. We had like Pink Whitney mixed with what did we mix it with? I think it was Pink Whitney with Hennessy or something. We was just mixing and just look, we was making some bad decisions, okay? So we get in the little club or whatever. First of all, Superbad wasn't there. We was under the age of 21. Well, I was under the age of 21. Me and my other friend was under the age of 21, but she had a fake ID. And man, we must have went in there. And one of the little bottle girls came in there and saw we were drunk as hell, especially me. I'm falling all down by the wall. Just embarrassing. So on our way home or whatever, we get in the Uber and stuff like that. I ain't even make it for the Uber to stop the car. All I seen was us in front of the house. I opened the door while the car was moving and it jumped out to throw up. Went upstairs. I left all my cards in the car. Good thing my friends was in the car because they brought me my cards the next day, but I left all my cards in the car. Be careful, you don't want to get nothing in the sink. As far as how many shells I make, I really just make an estimate based off how big the pan is. So we're gonna put this on the aisle and we're gonna make an estimate to see how many shells I'm putting. And let's see how right I am. So this is the pan, y'all. My estimate is 24 shells. I'll just show y'all how we're making the first couple of shells. Who's the oldest person you dated? He was 19. I mean, I'm 22 right now, but I was 16 at the time. And he was 19. Was he 18 going on 19? Or was he 19 going on 20? No, he was already 19 and he knew I was 16. So yeah, I was 16, about to be like 17 in a few months, but he was like 19. So I would say he's the oldest person I've actually dated. Usually I wait for the oil to get hot, but y'all already know, we already talked about this. I've been over here sipping my wine and I forgot to let the oil get hot. So it's okay because it's gonna get hot and it's gonna cook the shell and it's gonna be good at the end of the day and I'm gonna eat it. Oh, make sure, don't forget y'all, we gotta take another sip of the wine. You gotta take another sip of the wine. Alright you guys, so with the tortillas, you know what I'm saying, as it gets hot, you know it's gonna be time to flip it when it starts to rise. So we just gonna use our spatula and we just gonna flip it. We're not gonna flip it in the form of a taco because we are making enchiladas, so we're gonna roll them up. It's really just a matter of us getting them hot and cooking them a little bit because they're going in the oven. So since we're talking about going in the oven, let's go ahead and preheat the oven too. And we're gonna press the bake button and we're gonna press 350 to preheat the oven. So once we're ready to get it going, the oven's already gonna be hot and ready. So I'm gonna show you how to do this one more time and then we're gonna get into, you know what I'm saying, putting everything together. All right, y'all, so we are now seeing that the tortilla is rising. So it's about that time to go ahead and flip it. I always use, because we gotta acrylic it. That's what Coco Jones say. She said you gotta acrylic it. Go ahead and flip it, you feel me? And so we just let it cook for a couple seconds and then we just go ahead and put it in the drainer so it can be with the rest of the shells. So now we're gonna get into putting everything together because I'm gonna keep on repeating this and then I'm gonna let y'all know when we come back if I was accurate about the 24 shells. Alright you guys, we are back. My camera's on 1%, so I'm gonna do my best that I can with this little 1% that we got. So, as I stated earlier, we got the enchilada sauce, which we poured inside this oil pan right here to get it to go ahead and look like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the shell in there. So what we gonna do is, you feel me? We get that shell going and we just gonna flip it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it get all nice and good up in that enchilada sauce. So the first things first, we're going to get some of these beans, put it like this, put it down the middle of that shell, get a little bit of this meat with the olives, put it down the middle of that shell as well. Oh! Okay, and then we gonna roll up that shell, you feel me, and stuff it in the corner. And we're gonna do the same thing with this one. Roll up, put that shell in the whatchamacallit, and we gonna, you feel me, put that beans in there, down the middle, get the meat with the olives, put that down the middle. Lord. And then we're gonna roll it up too. And then we just gonna keep on repeating that until it's filled up. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and get into another one of these questions. So I never did answer the question about what my biggest insecurity was. My biggest insecurity is actually my nose. My nose is pretty wide, so it makes me feel some type of way a little bit. It's not too big, but my nose is my nostrils are wide actually, that's what it is. But that's my biggest insecurity, and you know what I'm saying, when acne starts to come into my face, that becomes an insecurity because I had a bad problem with acne back in high school. Anybody who knows me knows that I didn't have that issue back in high school. The next question is, let's see, do I have a crush? I mean, you looking at her, you feel me? You looking at her. I am the crush, what you saying? I am the crush. Yeah, I am the crush. Don't ever. I definitely, now I forgot what to do. But yeah, so I am my own crush. I don't necessarily have a crush. All right, so let's go into the next question. Have you ever cheated on a partner? I can admit I have done that before, but it wasn't physical. I mean, it was still cheating. It was more so emotional cheating, because I wasn't completely happy in my relationship and I was younger than I am now. And I didn't understand that, you know what I'm saying, if you're not happy, to just leave rather than go ahead and, you know, doing something that's not cool. So the answer is yes, I have cheated on a partner before. I've only done that once, and that's not something that I'm interested in continuing to do. What's the next question? Then we have you ever been friend zoned? I think somebody tried to friend zone me before, but they just really kept me around trying to play like I was a friend, but was on something else. So I can't say I've actually been friend zoned before, you guys. I'm trying to get all these questions out the way before Mama camera. What celebrity do you have the biggest crush on? So the biggest crush I have on a celebrity is, oh my gosh, I love Chris Brown. Oh my gosh, y'all don't even understand. I love him. I definitely have a big crush on him. I've been having the biggest crush on Chris Brown ever since he was like 13, like when he first came out and everything. And I just love him. Like, I would definitely say Chris Brown's my biggest celebrity crush. Okay. The last question is, when was the last time you hooked up with someone? The last time that I hooked up with somebody was actually a couple days after my birthday. My birthday was actually August 23rd of this year, of course. You know what I'm saying, your girl turned 22. But yeah, August 23rd of this year, you feel me? I had hooked up with somebody, well, not the day of, I'm sorry. A couple days after my birthday, I had, you know. But I'm about to go ahead and charge this camera up, you guys. And I'm gonna come back to y'all if I do anything different. I gotta get this camera charged up though. But that's all the questions that I have for this video. And we're gonna come back to y'all when we make any more changes to the food. For the second layer, I wanna make sure I show you guys. You gotta add some more of the enchilada sauce on top of the first one, so that when you go to the second layer, you will have, you know, some enchilada sauce to rub the shells with. All right, Ice, we are back. I did just finish both of the layers here, of course, and I just wanted to show you guys, like, you know, the finishing touches before we go ahead and put everything in the oven. Right now, I have the oven preheated already. It's on 350. That is what the oven is going to be on for this specific dish we are making. So now we have some of this enchilada bread sauce left, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pour the rest of the sauce on the top of what we have left. And I don't think it's enough to, just like I thought, which is why we always buy one big one and one small one. So we just go ahead and pour the rest on top. And I know I said I was done with questions, but there was one more question that I did see. What was actually the first question that I saw for the Q&A on the Instagram, because I told y'all I did it late and I found all the questions on Instagram. But somebody asked me where was I from. I'm from San Diego, California, you know what I'm saying? East San Diego, California, yeah. So, yeah, that's where I'm from. But anyways, we just went ahead and we poured that rest of that enchilada sauce on top of the enchiladas. Now we're going to start with the, well, actually we're going to start with the Kobe Jack because it only has a little bit in there, so we want to start with what is left here. Even though this is definitely not going to be enough, like, at all. We want to finish what's already open. Go ahead and dump this in the trash. Go ahead and spread that a little bit. Even though it's not much to spread, I'm just going to spread it. And then we got the taco style cheddar with the asada roll finely shredded cheese is with taco seasoning. Okay, let's go ahead and dump that on there. All right, let's go ahead and spread it. Okay, just spread it as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Just spread it. I like to spread it to make sure I don't see any openings. But, you know, make sure you see a little bit of openings because you don't want the cheese to be too thick to where it's just like you taste the whole layer of cheese on top of the enchiladas, of course. So, you know what I'm saying? You go, ooh, be careful now because it's cheese. It's cheese. This is what it's gonna look like when you finna put it in the oven. We're gonna put it on for 20 minutes. And we're gonna take a look at it. You know what I'm saying? 20 minutes is just a starter. Focus, focus, focus. We're gonna start the timer at 20 minutes. Opening up the oven. Putting it in the oven. Ooh, be careful because this is cheap. Ooh. And then we're gonna push it back. We're not gonna put no foil over there or nothing. We're just gonna let it cook. And then now we're gonna start the timer. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, see y'all in 20 minutes. So the timer's gone off, y'all. Oh, yeah. We're gonna put this over it for 5 minutes. And then we're gonna officially do the official taste test. First of all, I thought the camera was on when I took my very first bite. And I just realized the camera was off because I looked up and it was off and I'm over here eating this food like it's the Last Supper, and the whole time the camera wasn't even on while y'all was looking at my first bite. It works out for me. So I'm not even gonna say this is the first piece because it's not the first piece. This is the second piece, you guys, that I'm cutting because, yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna put a little bit of sour cream on top of the enchilada right there. And we're gonna put a little bit of the sauce, just a little bit. This is the only sauce you will ever catch me eating as far as taco sauce. That goes for tacos, enchiladas, anything with like Mexican food. It's the only sauce you won't catch me eating. I don't really like the green sauce. I don't have that much taste, but this is the La Victoria red taco sauce mild. And now we gotta sit here and pretend and act like this is my first time eating the food, but it's okay because I'm doing it for y'all. The camera was off. That's all I got for you guys. Thumbs up. 10s all across the board. So definitely enjoyed making this meal. Definitely enjoyed recording it as well for the very first time. Hopefully guys you really like it. So I will, you know, post more videos if you guys really do like videos like this with me cooking. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at icy._grl, on Twitter as well at QVEEN_DD with 2 E's. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And subscribe, okay? And subscribe, okay? Ooh. Y'all know what to do. Stay icy, mama.